All right. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. My name is Dan. I'm in my Armor All Products Car Care Get Up here tonight for Hambone's Wednesday Night Monster Game. We're shining like a 2002 Dodge Dakota that was just cleaned with old Armor All Car Care wipes. My sister got me this jacket. Considering Matt wore a great windbreaker last night, I figured I would reciprocate tonight for the Wednesday night Hambone's Monster Game presented by Michaelis. Welcome. We are happy to have you. Let me just go ahead and get set up with our timer so I don't forget. It is 8:22. We'll get started at about 8:32. That is exactly right, Zach. It is the traditional Wednesday night Armor All 1980s windbreaker attire. Ricardo, eastbound and down in the house. Great to see you. It's only natural that we spend Wednesday night together, Ricardo, like we do at Giacomo's or Black Acre. Welcome. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Monster Game. If you are new, don't fear. We will teach you exactly how to play. If you're not new, welcome back. We are happy to have you. We got our countdown timer back here, ready to rock and roll. Oh, wait, we want timer. There we go. All right. All right, Scott. Exclamation point rules, indeed. All right, let's see here. Nick, I think we're going to add our friend Joe. Lone Wanderer, we are so happy to have you. In the description of the video are two links. One of them is for the answer sheet, in which you'll enter your answers if you're the person on your team entering answers. The second is the view only, where you can follow along if you are not the person on your team entering the answers but want to play along. All right. Welcome. We are so excited to have you all for the Wednesday Monster Game. I should have Nick and Joe on the phone tonight. Ooh. So, Scott, do I have to approve these? Oh, I do. Joe, number one rule of trivia, like we'll talk about, don't cheat. Don't use your cell phone to cheat. Human brains only. Man, Scott, that's amazing. All right, it is 8:24. We got about 8 minutes before we're going to get started tonight. Give me 1 second. All right, Joe, Nick, I got you both there, so. Hey. No worries. We are happy to have you, Joe. All right, welcome. We have 81 people in the room with 5 minutes until the game starts. We have a great Wednesday night monster game for you tonight, presented by Michaelis. Rumor has it Matt will be playing tonight, so a lot of stiff competition on the Wednesday night monster game. As you can tell, still have not been able to go get my hair cut, so we got that going for us, which is great. So I got this headband so that I can look like I'm about to go try out for a soccer club, mostly because it pisses my mom off. No, Nick, I have not shaved yet. Thanks for asking. I appreciate your concern. You're right. That will make my mom angrier than the haircut, that's for sure. All right. Welcome. We have about 6 minutes, so we're going to start the game tonight. Just a quick reminder, the links in the description of the video, there are 3 links. One of those links is for the real deal. The real deal is the answer sheet you will use if you are the member of your team that's going to be entering answers on behalf of your team. The second is the view only. That is the link that you need if you're only following along and you're playing and contributing via someone else on the answer sheet. The third link that's down there is the link tree to sign up for Hambone's theme trivia. This weekend we have a great slate of theme trivias coming up. Hambone's theme trivias are notoriously fantastic. The ones that are coming up this weekend, I'm going to make sure I don't screw this up. On Friday night at 6:30, we have U.S. history. That's pay to play, $22. At 8:30, there is the 6-round monster game. That is the 6-round version of this game, which we call the monster game, which is our regular game. For those of you that use in the bars, like Ricardo, who commented from Eastbound and Down, who plays at Giacomo's and Blackacre, that will be a traditional 6-round Hambones game. That will be an awesome game. Awesome game. So the 6 rounds 1 and 3 are exactly the same. 2 is a picture round like normal, only this time 4 is a theme round, 5 is the money round, and then 6 is your wager round. So tune in for the 6-round game at 8:30 on Friday. That's going to be a blast. On Saturday at 6:30, we have Schitt's Creek trivia. Saturday at 8:30, we have Parks and Rec trivia. So if you're of the opinion that nothing before 1776 matters, then you should tune in for the Parks and Rec trivia Saturday at 8:30. Jen, last night was a doozy. I think tonight's going to be a pretty approachable game. Some good questions in there, some thinkers for sure, but it'll be a good one. Speaking of which, it's 8:28 for. So we are about 5 minutes away from starting the Wednesday night monster game presented by Michaelis. I'll explain how it goes here in just a few minutes. Feel free to post your questions in the chat if you have any questions. Oh, Jeff, we got to keep it fresh with the armor all. I don't know if my little sister's playing, but she is a great gift giver and found this at a thrift store for me for my Christmas present last year. So thanks so much, Shannon, for the armor all jacket. Personally, big tire shine guy, you know. Some of those leather cleaning wipes. What'd you say, Nick? Oh, I should use Armor All on my bike tires. Exactly. I did not get to ride my bike today. No, tomorrow I'll keep you posted next time I host about how the first ride was. Dan Barnett, that's exactly right. Here's some boxes up here. I work for a retailer whose name you don't really see on this box right here, but if you order from kholes.com, it's possible that it will come from this building out here in Plainfield. You would be astounded the number of emails that we get from potential vendors that say, "Hello, Dan from K-Holes." You're like, not off to a great start. Zach G, yes, please answer Whooping Crane for every question. Megan Day, DFC in the house. Hello, Jen. Jen, this is not a Miller. Well, it's sort of a Miller Lite water bottle. It's one of the glass like milk jugs. I got it in the 2008, some promo for the 2018 Indy 500. So when we were promoting the Indy 500 trivia, I drank my water exclusively out of this, and now I can't go back. All right, it is 8:30. We have 159 people watching tonight. We will get started here in about 2 minutes. This is, again, just to repeat, the Wednesday night Hambones Monster Game presented by Michaelis. Michaelis is a local Indianapolis fire and water restoration company. They hope you never need to call them for restoration, but in case you do, and it has to be done right, it has to be Michaelis. So call them for all of your fire and water restoration needs. They also do construction. So reach out to Michaelis at michaeliscorp.com. That link is in the welcome page. So if you're waiting for the password to round one and want a little something to do, please go check out Michaelis Corp website. Mike Scahill, it is great to have you as well. Joel Atkinson, hello. Yes, Susan Bones, Whooping Crane, and Swiss Tunnels that's going to be the best money round question that we ever write. All right, it is 8:31. We'll give it about another minute. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are new, in the links of this video, in the description of this video, there are 2 links. One of them is the answer sheet. That is for you to enter your answers as you follow along and play with me as I read the questions. And then there's a view-only sheet so that you can follow along if not all your team is in the same spot, but you only want to have one person enter answers on behalf of the team. Scott, it is great to see you, Scott Nair. You're up in St. Paul. St. Paul, the Twin Cities. We love St. Paul. Angie, hello. Great to have you. We'll get started here in about 1 minute. Scott, I love St. Paul. Love the Twin Cities on the banks of the mighty Mississippi. All right. Station 15A, Danny, welcome. Danny, welcome. We're glad to have you in 15A. Scott, that's tough that it's still snowing up there. It is a dreary, overcast day here in Hambone's business continuity headquarters on the west side of Indianapolis. All right, it is 8:32. That means that we are going to get started with tonight's Monster Game. This is the Wednesday night Monster Game presented by Michaelis. As I told you just before, Michaelis is a fire and water restoration company, and if it has to be done right, it absolutely has to be Michaelis. Please reach out to them if you're ever in need of fire, water restoration, because they have brought the best trivia in the free world to the people. So here we go. We're about to get started. There are 4 great rounds of trivia tonight in Hambone's Monster Game. That starts with round 1, which we'll start here in just a second. Throughout all the rounds, there's really only one rule. That rule is do not cheat. We all have cell phones in front of us. We have computers, obviously, because you're watching me. So we're trusting you to not cheat. So do not cheat. It takes all the fun out of it, not only for everyone else, but also for you. Much more fun. Put yourself to the test, and that's what we're here to do tonight in the Monster Game. 4 rounds. At the end of those 4 rounds, whoever has the most points win. Pretty simple. So round 1, which I'm about to give you the password for. Round 1 of 4 is 6 questions, and the password to enter round 1 of the Hambone's Monster Game is relax. Relax. So enter the password on the welcome sheet to enter round 1. Round 1 is 6 questions. Each one of those 6 questions is worth 5 points. If you get it right, you get the 5 points. If you get it wrong, you just don't get the 5 points. So here are your first 6 questions of the night, and I'll give you about 8 minutes to answer all these questions once I'm done reading them. If you don't forget, if you're the person entering the answers for your team, you want the real deal answer form from the links below. All right, round 1, question 1. 3 things all represented by the same number. I want you to give me that number, and you have to be dead on. The number of AP NFL MVP awards won by Peyton Manning. That's the record. His is the record. The number of AP NFL MVP awards won by Peyton Manning. The percentage of Americans that commute to work via public transit, and the number of movies in the Twilight Saga. You have to get right on that number, dead on the nose, of the number of NFL MVP awards won by Peyton Manning, the percentage of Americans that commute to work using public transit, and the number of movies in the Twilight Saga. Question 2. Of the Nicktoons, so those are Nickelodeon cartoons that premiered in the 1990s, only one is still airing new episodes. What is that TV show? I want you to give me the name of that TV show. So of the Nicktoons that premiered in the 1990s, only one is still airing new episodes today. What is that TV show? Thank you, Scott. Yes, relax is the password. Question 3. Of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, only one of these still exists. I'm going to give you a hint. The Colosseum in Rome is not one of these 7 wonders of the ancient world. Of those 7, only one still exists. I want you to tell me what it is. Question 4. There are 8 U.S. presidents that list their occupation as either planter or farmer. The first of these is the first president. That's George Washington. I want you to give me the most recent president that fits that category. So of the 8 presidents that list their occupation as either planter or farmer, the first was George Washington. Who was the most recent? Question 5. What movie, released in 2009, is the most illegally downloaded movie of all time? Give me the name of that movie. What movie, released in 2009, is the most illegally downloaded movie of all time? And question 6. There are 2 states in the U.S. whose lowest point is below sea level. One of those is Death Valley in California. California is one of the 2 states. The other is what state? Its lowest point is 8 feet below sea level. I want you to give me the state. So 2 states in the U.S. whose lowest point is below sea level. One is California. That's Death Valley. Give me the second state. Those are your 6 questions to round 1. You have 8 minutes. Good luck. All right, we have 200 people watching tonight. Making the scoreboard in the Wednesday Night Monster game, that is a behemoth effort required. Behemoth. Kyle, that's fantastic. Yeah, buying those bootleg copies off of some guy, you know, quit smuggling movies back from China. Kyle, you're. I feel like I could have just asked Nick like what the most recent ones that he. I feel like I could have just asked Nick what the most recent ones that he pirated are or something, and we probably could have gotten to the same answer. Nick, you a pirating guy? He says no, no illegal activities. I am. I'm still muted. Can't get global entry because of my indiscretions. Yes. All right, you have 3.5 minutes left in round one. Seems like a fairly approachable round one. Got a couple doozies for you on the back end. Nick, can you double check to make sure I'm not muted on the YouTube? All right, sounds like we're loud and clear. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Kyle. Lone Wanderer, I was muted there for just a hot minute, but we're back. We were talking about the most pirated movie of all time, you know? All right. You have 2 minutes left in round one. Tua. I made the password to round one relax, trying to promote Matt into relaxing on his night off. I don't know, maybe he's playing and is getting all fired up about the distinction between planter and farmer in question 4. Richmond, Virginia says howdy. Hello, Richmond, Virginia. Great to have you. Chris Becker, thank you for explaining. Yes, in my ear tonight, I have the Hambones team. I have Nick Meehan and Joe McCarthy on the phone tonight, ready to rock and roll, get the grading done. Nick is my hero. He built a way to auto grade a whole bunch of the responses out so that a lot of the manual grading we've taken away. So hopefully that means higher quality grading for you all and less grading or less grade audits. So, all right, speaking of, you have 45 minutes left in the first round to get your answers in. Oh, I'm sorry, 45 seconds. Whew, 45 minutes. PJ Kelly, that would be a long round. Man, oh man. If anyone misses one of those questions in a 45-minute round, that'd be a tough look. All right, you have 6 seconds left to get your round one answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Get those answers in. All right, nice job on round one. That is time. We need your answers. We need your answers. At the bars, I used to just like stare directly at people and be like, we need your answers. 10 seconds left, but can't do that now, so I'll just stare directly into the camera. All right, round one. Question one, 3 things all represented by the same number of NFL MVP awards won by Peyton Manning, the percentage of Americans that commute to work via public transit, and the number of movies in the Twilight Saga. You had to be dead on 5. Dead on 5. Question 2, of the Nicktoons that premiered in the 90s, only one is still airing today. That TV show is SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants. Question 3, of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the only one that still exists is the pyramids at Giza. The pyramids at Giza. Question 4, the 8 presidents that list their occupation as planter or farmer. First is George Washington, the most recent, famously a peanut farmer. That is Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter. Question 5, what movie released in 2009, the most illegally downloaded movie of all time? Pretty fitting, considering it was also the top grossing movie of all time for a while. That is Avatar. That is Avatar. Question 6, there are 2 states in the U.S. whose lowest point is below sea level. One is California. That's Death Valley. The other is New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans, Louisiana. Hardest one of that round was the number. Very, very well done on Jimmy Carter, though. All right, so question 2 password. Question 2 password I'm about to post in the chat. Round 2 password. Round 2 is the picture round. Round 2 is the picture round. You can go ahead and move forward into round 2, the picture round. The picture round password is Tennessee. No capital, just Tennessee. Always bet on Tennessee. Tonight's picture round, I want you to name the comedian in the car getting coffee with Jerry Seinfeld in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. So basically, name the person in that picture that is not Jerry Seinfeld. Name the comedian in the car getting coffee that is not Jerry Seinfeld in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. You have 7 minutes. Good luck. In case it's not extremely apparent, I have been watching way too much comedians in cars getting coffee. Way too much. It's like my life is like work, do Hambones, watch comedians in cars getting coffee until I basically fall asleep, and then start it all over again. Zach, I don't know. I'm still working through the old stuff on Netflix, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Also, what a great concept for a show. Like, basically, they're just like, hey, let's go chill and no pretense, no pressure. It's like when you're watching Matt or I host Stuck at Home with Hambones. Like, I just sit here and ramble about stuff that doesn't matter, and occasionally some of it's funny. What was that, Joe? Exactly. Yeah, Blaine, I'll link you to it right now. Give me just 1 second. I just posted a direct link to round 2 in the chat. Feel free to click on that if you accidentally close out of the first one. No problem. I also absolutely love his descriptions of the cars beforehand. It's like, this 7-cylinder beauty with a straight 8 mount. That didn't make sense. I just said 7-cylinder and straight 8, but you know what I'm saying. It's like mounted sideways just for that. I would love to see him do that for my Honda Civic. Be like, this 4-cylinder stock gray, uninteresting Honda Civic driven to and from the west side every day. Yeah, Megan, it's a pretty rough impression of Jerry Seinfeld. What was that, Joe? Yeah, oh, my bike. Oh, the comedian in my Honda Civic? Maybe I'd pick up Jerry Seinfeld just for role reversal, you know? Except just once I wanted him to call somebody and be like, hey, Amy Poehler, like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. You want to go get a coffee? And she'd be like, yeah, I'm going to need more than like 20 minutes notice, though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Megan, my Seinfeld impression could use a little work. Yes, Scott, I just watched that episode recently. That is hysterical. And the best part is that you can see it like as they're driving on that, like the side camera over Chris Rock's shoulder. You can like see the cop and you're like, oh, that's not good. The one with Larry David was a riot. I'm trying to remember as well. Oh, I don't think I've gotten to that one yet. I don't know. Oh, the Larry David one was what was it? I think it was a bug. It was a VW bug. Oh, I haven't gotten to that one. I'm saving that one. I'm saving myself for the Zach Galifianakis episode. Blaine, that's right. The first time ever eating a pancake. Lone Wanderer, I'm sorry. I think that puts you in a tough spot on this one. Alex, if you just put the last name and we know who you're talking about, we'll count it. Nick, are you doing the auto grade answers or do you want me to do it? Okay. All right, you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the picture round. The Lone Wanderer, you're exactly right. And that's what I appreciate about you. Lone Wanderer with a lot of integrity. You get the Unsung Hero Award, Lone Wanderer. Blaine, I don't know if I'm buying that was Larry David's first ever pancake. I feel like it's hard to get through like your childhood without ever having a pancake. Lone Wanderer, does it come with wine? We could figure something out. I did, yeah. You're all good. Yeah, Blaine, exactly. That's crazy. That's great. Can you imagine eating only one piece of pizza? It's like Blaze. Can't eat just one. Like let's. They're a buy. Hey, thank you. I hope my sister is playing so that she can see this just beauty that she got me for Christmas last year. You know, I will say I'm a big fan of sunsets in Indiana, and this shirt, it does kind of look like just like an Indiana sunset, doesn't it? It looks like it should say. You know what it looks like? It looks like the Indiana license plates that used to say Wander. That's like this is the Wander license plate color scheme. All right, you have 35 seconds left in the picture round to name that comedian in the car with Jerry Seinfeld in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Yeah, no love for my Wander license plate joke? Come on. All right, you have less than 10 seconds to get your picture round answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Get them in, get them in. All right, that is time. We need your answers to the picture round. All right, here are the answers to the picture round. Picture round number one, that was Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels of SNL fame. Number two, that is Tina Fey, also of SNL fame. Number three, that is Kathleen Madigan. Kathleen Madigan, that was by far the hardest one of the round. Number four, that is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, winner of the Mark Twain Prize for Comedy. Number five, that is Hassan Minhaj. Hassan Minhaj, host of, I don't remember the name of the show on Netflix, but a host on Netflix. Number six, that is the hilarious Brian Regan. Brian Regan, if you've never heard of Brian Regan before, you should go look up his stand-up. Number seven, that is Sarah Silverman. Number eight, that is Carl Rayner. Number nine, that is Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Number 10, that is Melissa Villasenor. Melissa Villasenor. All right, great work on the picture round. Very solid picture round. All right, now it is time for round three. Round three is the money round. Round three is the money round. And if you're going to win this thing, you're going to do it right here in round three. And here's why. I will give you the password here in just a second. But round three is the money round. And that is because each of the four questions in round three, we are asking for more than one answer. Each question has more than one correct answer. Each correct answer is worth 5 points. So if I ask you, what are the two colors on the Indiana state flag? And you say yellow and blue, that is good for 10 points. If you say yellow and green, that's only good for 5 points. So this is the money round. The password for the money round is bones. Money round password is bones. Money round password is bones. All right, here in the money round, which is where you're going to win this thing if you're going to do it, there are four questions. Here's question one. There have been 3 judges on American Idol that only judged a single season. One of them is a talk show host. 2 of them are solo musical artists, and all 3 of them are women. I want you to name those 3 hosts. I want you to name those 3 hosts. Thank you, Dan Barnett. I panicked. Usually I have an example prepped, but this time I was like, oh my God, I got to find something with multiple options. All right. Money round question 2. Of the 19 states that Hillary Clinton won in the 2016 election, she won 19 states. Only 4 of them have no Great Lake or ocean coastline. So of the 19 states that Hillary won in 2016, only 4 of them, only 4 have no Great Lake or ocean coastline. I want you to give me those 4 states. Question 3, there are three. I'm going to regret asking this question. When I was writing this, I was like, I'm going to regret asking this question so much. But here, we're going to give it a shot. There are 3 states with only 3 Division I basketball programs. In each of these states, there's only one of the 3 schools that does not have the state name in it. It does not have the state name in it. So Indiana, I'm going to use Indiana as an example. If Indiana only had 3 Division I basketball programs, Indiana State, Indiana University, Purdue University at Indianapolis, IUPUI, and Purdue University, Purdue would be the correct answer to this question. IU is not considered a D1 basketball program, so I didn't use that. All right, so 3 states with only 3 Division I basketball programs. In each of these states, there is only one school that does not have the name of the state in the name of the school. I want you to give me the names of those 3 schools. Also, I went to Purdue, by the way, so in case that clarifies. So I'm looking for 3 schools there. Let me know in the chat if you need clarification on that question. All right, and question 4, the taste receptors in the human mouth sense 5 taste modalities. Really fancy name for sweetness, sourness, saltiness, and what other 2 sense modalities? I want you to give me the other 2 sense modalities. All right. Those are your 4 questions of the money round. You have 10 minutes. Good luck. Oh, Mark, man, tough. Now I know I can't do Purdue examples. Mark's coming out swinging. And Dan Barnett. Whew. Dan, what's your team code? We're going to need your team code. Yeah, we're going to give you points, Dan, if you could provide us your team code. Yeah, wow. Dang. Stick to back. Man, where are my tits? I got to mop my eyes out. Ooh. I know. Yeah, Nick, exactly. If only I had an Armor All wipe to wipe my eyes with. Man, now I know. Next time, I'm going to wear a Robbie Hummel jersey next time I host. Except then I got to be careful walking around so my knee tendons don't disintegrate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is not condoned by Armor All whatsoever. Is Armor All still a solvent company? Exactly. Not a spot. You're right. I'm sorry. No free sponsorship. Hang on. Let me use my Uline Post-it note. Oh, sorry. There goes another one. Cover up Armor All there. A solvent company. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Zach. I wish I did that. And if I would have made that joke intentionally, then Dan Barnett could come back with his bad jokes joke. Oh, that's too bad. All right, 15A. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Good luck. Be safe, please. Be safe out there, 15A. Hey, Scott, can we get a bot that makes it so that Matt and I can't accidentally give free exposure to companies that aren't actually our sponsors? Man, getting just flamed by Dan Barnett in the chat right now. Whew. That's exactly right, Zach. We will always talk about the fine folks at Michaelis. Dan, you got it, Dan. Friday night. Make it 40. Anything for you, Dan? I wonder if we could. Zach, check me on this, Zach. Am I allowed to at least still show the Viking? Like, I know no free marketing, but like, I wonder. There we go. That'd be a good one for the next time we do name that advertisement. Would be the Viking from the like late '80s, early '90s Armor All logo. Oh man, do I have to do the same thing with color light here? Pretty soon there's just going to be Post-it notes all over myself. Yeah. There we go. What do you think, Nick? Is that better? Man, I'm just a mess. I'm a mess. All right, you have 3 minutes and 55 seconds, so just under 4 minutes left in the money round. Make your money here. What's that? Oh yeah, this is going to be like the real test of it, huh? Answer-wise? I can do that at the start of the next round. I've been copying it into a different sheet. Man, I cannot express how excited I am for the 6-round monster game on Friday. Oh, it's back to the roots. The theme rounds are always good. Like the theme round within the main game. Matt's theme rounds are always great. Like some good example ones were like each answer has a word in it commonly associated with a claymation Christmas movie, like Misfit Toy, Island of Misfit Toys. That was a great one. Meg, hey, any in-person Hambones players, put in the chat any of the great theme rounds that you've had before. What are some of the other ones? Like all of them, like words associated with fall or Halloween. That was always a good one. Oh, maybe I have archive. 90s NBA. That was another good one. We could do a full one about like things associated with the Last Dance documentary. All right, you have 1 minute left in the money round, folks. 1 minute. Let me see. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time and look at a few of these. Let's see. Blackacre, 10-2-19. Let's see here. Oh, every answer, here's a great one. This was from October 2nd, 2019. Every answer has the name of a celebrity who goes by a nickname or only one name. What a great concept, Matt. Every answer has a word or phrase. What'd you say? I know. We need the theme round back. Play on Friday for the theme round back. Oh, the word ladders. Kevin, you're exactly right about the word ladders, where the last letter of the answer to question 1 would be the first letter to the answer to question 2. Requiem for a Tuesday. Megan, exactly. All right. That is your time on the money round. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Michael, yes, the sound round at Sam's, amazing. Amazing. I am ashamed having sung that song from Ghost, that Righteous Brothers song from Ghost at the top of my lungs in the middle of Sam's. So I was so excited that I got it. All right, that is your time for the money round. We're missing a few teams. You got to get them in. Got to get them in. All right. So nice work on the money round. Pretty challenging couple of questions here in the money round. Here are your money round answers. All right. Round 3. Question 1, there have been 3 judges on American Idol that have only judged 1 season, a talk show host. That was Ellen DeGeneres, and 2 solo musical artists that only hosted 1 season. Those were Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, Ellen, Nicki Minaj, and Mariah Carey. Question 2, of the 19 states that Hillary Clinton carried in the 2016 election, only 4 have no Great Lakes or ocean coastline. What are those states? Those are Vermont, New Mexico, Colorado, and Nevada. Vermont, New Mexico, Colorado, and Nevada. Let me see if there were any common wrong answers on that one real quick. Looks like we did pretty well. New Hampshire has a little tiny bit, like 20 miles of ocean coastline, barely, on your way from Massachusetts to Maine. That was a good guess, but Vermont is the only one in the Northeast. All right, here we go. Question 3, this is the question that I regretted writing, regretted the way that I asked it, except for when I got to throw some shine on Purdue and got to rag on IU a little bit. 3 states with only 3 Division I basketball programs. In each of these states, there's only 1 school that does not have the name of the state and the name of the school. Those 3 schools are Creighton in Nebraska. In Idaho, it is Boise State. And in Kansas, it is Wichita State. Creighton, Wichita State, Boise State. Those are the 3 schools. All right, question 4. The taste receptors in the human mouth sense 5 taste modalities: sweetness, sourness, saltiness, and the 2 you had to give me, bitterness, like this coffee that I'm drinking over here, and savoriness or umami. Savoriness or umami. So bitterness and savoriness or umami. All right, so nice job on a pretty difficult money round. It is time now for the final round. So in the final round, there are only 3 questions. In this final round, on each of those 3 questions, you can wager anywhere from 0 to 30 points. Only this time, if you get the question wrong, you lose your wager. You lose your wager. So if you go all in 30, 30, 30, get them all right, that's positive 90 points. Go all in 30, 30, 30, get them all wrong, that is negative 90 points. That is a really, really tough final round. So before I give you the final round questions, I'm going to give you the scoreboard update, which is something we can do early now because Nick Meehan invented auto grading. So here are your top 15. I will say that Station 15A also gets bonus points for responding to a fire. So thank you very much for your service, 15A. Here are the top 15. In a two-way tie for 14th with 102 points, it is miles away, and we didn't start the virus. In 13th place with 104 points is Humps. In 11th place, a two-way tie with 105 points is J is for Genius and the Royal Nonesuch. In a goodness gracious five-way tie for 6th place with 107 points, it is Tenton Quarantino. It is Wagering Without Prudence. It is Quiz in My Pants. It is the Cahallans. Don't worry, I didn't give them extra points just because they have the same last name as me. And it is one of my favorite team names of all time, play coaches all the time. It is Oedipus and the Mama's Boys. Oedipus and the Mama's Boys. That is a Hall of Fame team name, at least. All right. In 5th place with 109, having even responded to a fire and still in 5th place, that is Station 15A. In a three-way tie for 2nd place with 110 points, it is Pants Optional. It is I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. And it is it June already? And that means that in 1st place with 112 points, it is the Dan Friend Club. All right, those are your rankings going into the final round. Now it is time for the final round. Your final round password is Prudence. Your final round password is Prudence. I put this in here because, Matt, if you're playing, unlike last week, I want you to wager with Prudence. All right, so go ahead into the final round. There are 3 questions in the final round. The only thing we suggest to you, obviously don't cheat. That's the one thing. The second thing is wager with Prudence. Here we go, your 3 final questions of the night. The New York Public Library recently published its top 10 most checked out books of all time. Only one book on the list of the top 10 was written after 1990. What book was that? If you think it's one of a series of books, we want you to give us the specific book in the series. So if you think, hey, it's the first or whatever, second book from the Game of Thrones series, it's A Dance with Dragons. We need you to give us Game of Thrones, A Dance with Dragons. You have to be specific if you think that it's part of a series. The New York Public Library recently published its top 10 most checked out books of all time. Only one book on the list was written after 1990. What book was that? If you think it's one in a series, you got to tell me the exact book in the series. Question 2, of the albums that have sold 20 million or more copies, there's less than 100. Less than 100 albums have sold 20 million or more copies all time. Only one has been released by an artist or group that has a number in their name, a real number, not like, hey, Nora Jones has 1 in Jones. That's not what I'm talking about. Explicitly, intentionally has a number in their name. What band or artist? And question 3, what famous toy fad derives its names from the words egg and watch in Japanese? What famous toy fad derives its name from the Japanese words for eggs and watch in Japanese? Those are your final questions of the night. I'll answer any of the questions in the chat here in just a second. Don't forget to wager with Prudence anywhere from 0 to 30. Good luck. You have 6 minutes. Okay. Yes, I will. Hey, am I frozen? All right. Okay. All right, folks, we are going to have a correction to the scoreboard update. Computer's only as smart as the inputs that you give it, and we were a little light on our input, so I'm going to read a scoreboard update here in just a second. All right. Here is your scoreboard update after we corrected it. How is that one possible? All right, here's your scoreboard update after being corrected. I apologize. Two-way tie for 14th. We didn't start the virus and miles away with 102. Two-way tie for 12th. Nick, we're ready, right? Actually, hang on 1 second. I deleted those. Are we good? I know I deleted them. Are we good? No, on the scoreboard I did. Sorry. So your correction to the scoreboard update, 102, 14th place. We didn't start the virus, miles away. Tied for 12th with 105 is Royal Nunsuch and J for Genius. Four-way tie for 8th at 107 is Quiz in My Pants, Cahallen's Humps, Oedipus and the Mama's Boys. Three-way tie for 4th with 110 is at June already, Just Here So I Don't Get COVID, Wagering Without Prudence, and Pants Optional. In third place with 114 plus one fire extinguished is Station 15A. In second place with 115 points is Tent and Quarantino. And in first place with 120 is the Dan Friend Club. That's our apologies. I did not get specific enough on the colleges. So we had to correct there real quick, but those are your updated scores. Good luck. I'm going to give you an extra 1 minute here at the end of this round. Good luck. I just put the scoreboard up on the screen. There's the downside to having the smart screen is I can accidentally flash the scoreboard up there. Let us know in the chat if you still have problems with your score. We are more than happy to audit. Okay, so we will make sure that the scores are correct on the final scoreboard. So you may see some goofy changes, but we will make sure that they are correct. Hey, give us 1 second, everybody. We'll go back and look at those scores. 1 sec. Yeah, we're going to need to take a look at that. Okay, I'm good with question 3 now. I think we're good. Hey, no worries. All right, bear with us for just a second. We will audit all the people who are left. Sorry, my big shoulder and the Armor All contraband logo are in the way there, so let me get out of your way. Nick, I will take Allison and Will if you take Jay Humper and Austin Arnett, please. Oh, you got them all? Allison, you are correct. We fixed you. You're good. Jay, Will Baskin, you're good. Yep. Sorry for the confusion there, everybody. I did. I was just bragging. I was just so proud of you, Nick, for the, man, I just was bragging about it and I jinxed it. I apologize. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Thank you, Nick. Who is this? I'm confident in Austin at 110. All right, you have basically 10 seconds left to get your final answers in. You got to get them in. Got to get them in. Slow kids, you're right. I got you too. All right, I think we're good. Really, really no worries. All right, so you got to get your answers in, get them in, get them in, get them in, get them in. We need your answers. All right, get them in, get them in, get them in. Nick, can you please take a look at round 4? All right, get them in, get them in, get them in. That is exactly right, Tom Cahallen. Yep. The latter. All right, so here are your answers to the final round, and then we'll follow up with a scoreboard update. Here we go. Round 4, question 1. The New York Public Library published its list of top 10 most checked out books of all time. The only book to make that list that was written after 1990 was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We also counted Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, if you want to get technical about it. All right, that's for you Susan Bones fans out there. All right, number 2. Of the albums that have sold 20 million or more copies of all time, there's only one released by an artist or group that has a number in their name intentionally. That is U2. U2. And question 3, the final question of the night. What famous fad derives its name from the Japanese word for egg and watch? That is Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi is your final answer of the night. Give us just a second to finish auditing the final round here for just a second. I'm looking into it. All right, give us just a second to finish auditing. Like I said before, you had to be specific about which Harry Potter. All right, so the final results are in, folks. We have your final scores of the night. Here's your scoreboard update to end the night. Again, thank you to Station 15A for fighting a fire for us tonight. Thank you for your service. In 15th place with 192 points, we didn't start the virus. In 14th place with 194 points is Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks. In a 3-way tie for 11th place with 195 points, it is the First Family of Trivia. It is the Slow Kids at Play, and it is If You're Not First, You're Last. In a 2-way tie for 9th place is Miles Away and Oedipus and the Mama's Boys. In a 2-way tie for 7th place with 200 points, it is Humps and the Cahallans. Humps and the Cahallans. I'm sorry, it is Quizzing My Pants and the Cahallans. In 6th place with 202 points is Humps. In 5th place with 204 points is Station 15A. In a 3-way tie for 2nd place with 205 points, it is Tenton Quarantino. It is Wagering Without Prudence, and it is It June Already? And that means that your winners tonight with 210 points, it is the Dan Friend Club. Congratulations to the DFC. Congratulations to all of you that made the scoreboard tonight. Very, very, very hard scoreboard to make tonight, so congratulations. A lot of great games tonight. Good work. Shout out who, Nick? Shout out the Hambones team on the phone tonight. That is Nick Meehan, and that is my main man, Joe. Thank you. Thanks to Matt for taking the night off. Hopefully he relaxed. Hopefully he wagered with prudence. Don't forget, in the links in the description of this video is to sign up for the theme games for this week, which are going to be fantastic. That is Friday, U.S. history at 6:30. 6-round monster game, which is the OG game at 8:30, and Saturday 6:30 Schitt's Creek, 8:30 Parks and Rec. Come and play. Braden, thank you. We were so happy to have you tonight. We'll hang around here for a little while. We will post a scoreboard update in the chat here in just a little bit. Ryan Carr, give us your team code. I don't know if you're joking or not, but we will look into it. Dan Barnett, you're right. I appreciate the feedback. But thank you so much, everyone, for playing the Wednesday Night Monster Game. Brought to you by Michaelis, not Armor All. Brought to you by Michaelis. We will see you tomorrow night for the Thursday Night Monster Game at 8:30, or tomorrow's day game at 12:30 for the family game, Friday's theme games. Thank you so much for playing. We'll stick around. Feel free to continue chatting us. We always have fun shooting the breeze here at the end. Thank you again so much for playing. Thank you to Michaelis. Great game. Joe, thank you. Appreciate it, Joe. How many? Oh. Nick, can you put the scoreboard update together? Or I can do it. I can do it. Yeah. All right, scoreboard update coming here in just a second, folks. Sorry for the delay. You got to stick around and listen to Nick, Joe, and I shoot the breeze here. Yes, if you need us to check your score, we're going to need your team code. Please provide us your team code or team name. Ryan, it's only your last 7, so unless someone can guess your area code, or you can just give us like the last 6, maybe. It's probably good enough. I was kidding. Yeah, you had us going there. You had us going there, Carr. You had me sweating through my Armor All jacket here. Couple of great team names tonight that didn't get read aloud, but Dan's biking shorts, thanks for that one. Appreciate that. They provide a lot of support when you're out on the road. Makes you more aerodynamic and makes me pretty self-conscious. All right. Great idea. Great idea. We can just flip the columns around. That is a great improvement. Ryan, you had us sweating, man. Bowl Dance City, give us just a second. I'm working on it as we speak. All right. The link to the scoreboard is in the chat right now. Feel free to check that out. Check out the other hilarious team names. I think I can just do that right now, actually. All right. Yeah, Scott, we'll stick around so you can practice. Let's see here. Braden Core, thank you for playing. Anna Foster, thank you very much. Stephanie, it was great to have you. O'Keefe, thank you for playing. Really appreciate it. Joe, you're always welcome in the green room. I need to start having a rider or something like bands do, where it's like, yeah, there better be M&Ms in the green room, but they got to be only the purple M&Ms. Otherwise, walking off this production. James Myers, hopefully you saw the scoreboard posted. Jen, great to hear that you had a good night. Tom Cahallen, we can audit on the phone later in our family group chat. Tiffany, thank you for playing. Lone Wanderer, it was not easy on purpose. You're just smarter than you think you are. Charlie, thank you very much. Great to have you. Dan Barnett is on fire tonight. Goodness gracious. Lone Wanderer, you'll see your score in the chat there. Megan, I got that note. We will make sure to take care of you for Parks and Rec trivia. Thank you, Kelsey. Lone Wanderer, sorry to hear that, but tomorrow, I know you'll do better tomorrow. All right. Scott, happy to help you however you need us to. All that I'm seeing is the exclamation point IG. Hey, Lone Wanderer, 83rd, not bad. And a great team name, Lone Wanderer, I must say. Megan, the community trivia is going to be amazing. I didn't even get a chance. I was busy auditing. I didn't get a chance to go read all the community chats that came out of that. Oh, Greg Bros, Pitter Patter. Oh, Letterkenny trivia. Now that would be good. That would be a great theme trivia. Bear down for midterms. Yeah, bear down for community theme trivia. Exactly. I can. Yeah, Scott, I think I can on the YouTube one. Nightbot. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Scott, do you know how I make somebody a mod? At the top or next to their name? Oh, next to their name. Add moderator. Done, Scott. Give me 1 sec, guys. All right, Scott, sorry, I'm not really following. Do you need me to make them a moderator again? Yes, Ryan, it is. Lone Wanderer, you are right. Gary, you were Dan's biker shorts, Gary. Great team name. Nick, you still there? My friends from Milwaukee were Dan's biker shorts. Actually, that's Gary. I didn't even give him I don't know if Gary's still in the video, but Gary just graduated as a Farm D. Let's go. E3. Never want to break my TV more than after that E3 announcement. Yeah, that was tough. I'm still waiting for the original Battlefront 3. That's my big disappointment. Hambone's Trivia is on Instagram. Nightbot, yes. Good stuff. Oh, Ryan Carr. Were we trying to boo Ryan Carr? Wait, do you have an AP exam tomorrow? Do you have an AP exam tomorrow? Which one? Have you been studying for it, or have you just been working on Stuck at Home with Hambones? No, you've not been studying for it? Is it Physics A or Physics B? AP Google Sheets. Yeah, Zach, that's a great point. Nick would be teaching the class on AP Google Sheets, I think. Nick, you are you're like the poster child for like quick ramp up, teach yourself how to like how to do Google Sheets. You're the poster child for it. Like 7 weeks from 0 to auto grade. That's amazing. All right. Google Sheets, Michael Phelps. That's exactly right. Lone Wanderer, good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Scott, how much longer you want to play around for? Yeah, sounds good, Scott. Want to see my new favorite command? Of course, Scott. Is that even a question? Thank you. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Scott. Yes. Yeah, that's oh man, that's amazing. Wow. Does this mean that I can get a Wikipedia page? Am I notable enough for a Wikipedia page? Oh, so it's when any moderator does it? Wait, does that mean hang on a second. Hang on a second. Scott. Scott, I can oh man. I'm humbled. Scott, you're such a selfless guy. You made the exclamation point Dan before you made the exclamation point Scott. He's a man. Let's see what Matt's is. That is fantastic. Man, the other like 42 people in this chat that aren't us are probably like, what the heck is going on? Scott, who else did you make that we could play around with? Oh, Nick Meehan, are you ready? Meehan. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Schedule. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Scott, how did you do this? This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Functionality is awesome, Scott. For some reason, the link is not working for the theme game one. Don't cheat. Don't use your cell phone to cheat. Human brains only. That's right. Nick, do you have to go study? I'm curious, like, who are the other 44 people that are just chilling, listening to us just play around with the exclamation points? Nick, how many times are you gonna do that a night? Just that. Oh. Xavier. Oh, that's awesome. It worked. Also, immediately a picture of the Golden Girls at the bottom of that one. There was almost a Xavier command. The Xavier one, is it possible to just make it be like a bunch of the red sirens or something? Like the tornado, the tornado siren that Matt does? Let's see. Percent correct. On average, percent correct. Round one. I don't know. Hey, if you're the 37 people that are still hanging out, let us know who you are. I'm just so interested to know who else is still watching. Police car light. Police car light. It's all good. What about Scott? Is there like does the bot have a function where it can like give you the local weather? Because that would be amazing if you did like exclamation point Xavier and it gave you the local weather. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to ask him. So average percent correct in round one, 74%. Average percent correct in round two, 70% correct. Average percent correct in round three, 64%. Dragged down severely by the Creighton, Wichita State, Boise State question. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Scott. Yeah, we should do that actually. And like see if there's a way that we can kind of track the quality of the games. That's a good Scott, will do. Will do. Nick probably has some good ideas. So round three was 64%. The final round was probably a little too. It was average 80% correct. Little, little on the easy side. Maybe not. Oh wow, that's awesome. Hey, am I pixelated pretty bad on yours? Oh, interesting. All right. Oh, JG Wells. Hello. JG Wells from Medina. JG Wells, who are you? Oh, I'm fascinated. JG Wells 12, who are you? Oh, we can give you, Scott, we can give you the first ballot Hall of Famers. JG Wells, we're only sticking around for like another minute. Who are you? Tune in every night to play the monster game. That's a great one, Scott. Probably like hot dog, no sandwich. Yeah, exactly. It's you got it like it's almost like let's see, Matsuka Palooza has like perfect attendance for virtual games, I think. JG Wells 12. Who is that? So that's actually kind of nice, I think, because then you can. Who? JG Wells, who are you? Come on. Hmm. Oh, Scott, I keep forgetting that you can't hear what Nick's saying. Nick's all sorts of pumped up about your commands. Yeah. I can restrict the commands to just being able to be triggered by the mods. That seems like that's probably a good idea, Scott. JG Wells 2. I don't know, like J Well. The only let's see, J Well. James Welch. Oh, Hobbs, what's up, buddy? James, you didn't actually stumble in here. Did you play tonight, or did you actually just stumble in here? Oh, you probably went on. You're probably subscribed, and you're like, "Oh, Dan's on." James, you should have played, man. Should have played. James. James is James. What do you think about my Armorall jacket, guys? James is one of my best friends. James is from Medina, Ohio. James and I met in the Performing Arts Center, so he knew all of the passwords. He probably knew all the passwords to the Broadway game. James, did you spectate the Broadway game with Mike and Ryan and Sarah and company? Yeah, James, come on, subscribe and get a push notification, and then sometimes you'll see my ugly mug. Yeah, James, check out what happens if you do !Dan. Boom. Thank you. Shout out Scott Malin for enabling that. It seriously is amazing. James. Well, James, the passwords to get into the rounds were Scrim, they were Flyrail, they were DMX 512, they were, what was the other one? Roscoe Lux. Yeah, they were pretty great. Yeah, Scott, that'll be great. Like the best one will be able to be to say like, oh, you know what would be sweet actually, Scott, is !Scoreboard, because that link never changes for the monster game, or like it would have to be !MG Scoreboard, And basically, like after we're done updating, we just like MG Scoreboard and the link pops up right away. It's been like since week 2 since I've had a good idea, so I'm glad to have one. Yeah, can do. Yeah, you got to go study, Nick. All right. Hey, Scott. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, Scott. Public mockery and loss of audit privileges. Fantastic. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to head home and have dinner, but I'm glad we got to test this stuff, Scott. All right. Well, I will. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks to the 26 people that are still in here. I hope you have a great night. All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye.